Hi everyone, this is Blacktail Heaven. I'm here making another video today. I'm excited about this one. I just got this in the mail. It's from Oregon Mountain Rifle. It's for a T3X or T3 Tikka super light Tikka rifle. It's an improvement from their old bottom metal they had, which I really like. I have it in some of my rifles. We're going to be weighing it, comparing it to an Atlas, and comparing it to an original plastic bottom metal. The improvement here is speed hose, like they say in the automotive world, or in the gun world, a skeletonized trigger guard. It's a two-piece. That's what I've noticed different from the original, other than the skeletonizing of the trigger guard. It's a two-piece. It's bolted on to the bottom metal. Looks like to be stainless steel screws, and it looks well made. We're going to be weighing it and comparing it. It's been out for a while now, but I just picked it up recently, and I'm going to be swapping it out on one of my rifles, changing parts. What I'm going to be switching it out is on my 7mm 08. I picked up a T3, what is it, 2506, and that had the original plastic. I'm going to be putting the Atlas Metalworks on it, and then I'm going to be I took off the 7, and I'm going to be putting the new Oregon Mountain Rifle skeletonized bottom metal on the 7mm 08. So just by looking at them, comparing the Oregon Mountain Rifle, I've always liked that the mag release lever is flush with the bottom metal. As you can see, it's flush, and the Atlas is sticking out quite a bit. I didn't like that. I've hunted with it now, I think 2 seasons with it, and or actually it was a spring pig hunt, couple of pig hunts, and 1 deer season with the complete deer season. We actually took 3 deer down with this rifle already. We haven't had any problems with this mag release button, but just messing with the gun, not hunting with it, messing with it, and standing and trying to get comfortable with it. I've had released the mag twice, but not while I'm hunting. I don't think it's a big deal. It's not a big problem, but I do really like the flush style here that the Oregon Mountain Rifle has. It reminds me more of and looks more like the original. The original is also flush. It has like a little recess area here where the bolt goes. So does the Oregon Mountain Rifle one, has a recess area here. The other thing, by looking at them, is this area here is very thick. I don't know, just aesthetically it doesn't look as pretty as the Oregon Mountain Rifle one does. This is more of a gloss finish. This is more of a satin finish. This one has their logo down here. This is probably a little stronger. It's a 1-piece. So this is a 2-piece. I think their older version, I have it on 2 other rifles, is a single piece, but this new skeletonized version is a 2-piece. A little bit more squarish. The original is more round. This is the plastic one. Here's all 3 of them. We'll do some close-up pictures, hopefully. Here they are. So let's weigh them. I'm going to weigh them in grams. So we'll start with the original. The original plastic just came off a T3X. Actually a T3, I'm sorry. So it's 31 grams. 31 grams for the plastic one. And we'll go with the Atlas now. That's 75 grams. 75 grams. That's quite a difference. And now let's go for the new lighter skeletonized Oregon Mountain. 62 grams. 62. So it's double the weight. 31. So it's right at double the weight from the plastic, which is not bad. You could feel it, you could just slightly feel it, the difference. This one is a little heavier. It's the heaviest out of all of them, at 75 grams. So I don't remember what I paid for this Atlas Gunworks. It's from Australia. I don't remember what I paid for this. You could look it up. Atlas Gunworks. They make good stuff. They make a lot of Tikka parts. For this one, I believe I'm like somewhere around 140, 150 out the door for this Oregon Mountain rifle. And that's about it for this comparison here. I decided, since I had the scale out, to compare some of the bolt shrouds. Some people have asked me what the weight differences are, if it really matters. Here's the original, like, once again, from the same rifle that this bottom metal came from, the T3 2506. Here's the bolt stock. T3 has the plastic shroud on the way it is with the plastic. I'm gonna weigh this. It's a lot heavier. I'm gonna weigh this in ounces. .3 ounces. So this is 10.3 ounces. Again, this is with the plastic shroud. Now this is my modified 708 shroud. I got it. I got the bolt handle, titanium, and it's all skeletonized, aluminum back shroud, and I got this this bolt cut. I made a video on this. It was an eBay score, so let's see what this weighs. Check out that video if you want the information on that. So it's at 9.3 ounces. 9.3 ounces. Again, 9.3, 10.3. All right, that's with the plastic shroud. Now, to make a better comparison to the newer T3X, we're gonna weigh it with the metal or steel back shroud, which comes in the T3X, and a little spring that comes in it. Once again, this one came from a T3. So for right now, until I buy my aluminum, I'm just gonna run it with the steel one, which is an upgrade kind of, even though it weighs a lot more. So with the steel one, 11.2. So this would be your T3X shroud right here. Same thing as a T3, just with a steel back shroud, and it's at 11.2. Once again, the modified one is at 9.3. Now just weighing the shrouds themselves. My hands are slippery. Here's the steel one, the original that comes in the T3X. It's weighing 1 ounce, exactly 1 ounce. The plastic one that comes in the T3 is 0.2 ounces. It's very, very light, but very, very cheap, very fragile. Could break on you. And now the aluminum one, the one you would, more than likely buy an aluminum one, is weighing at 0.4. So the aluminum, once again, is just like the bottom metals, twice the weight. So here's the plastic, you feel it, and here's the aluminum. So the plastic was at 0.2 ounces. The aluminum is at 0.4 ounces. And the steel is at 1 ounce. Now putting back the steel. Back I'm gonna run it with the steel. I'm gonna put the plastic one away. So a lot of the weight that I took off the when I modified was actually on the steel shroud and the bolt handle. The bolt handle, its original bolt handle on the Tikka is extremely heavy. It weighs 1.4 ounces. That's a lot of weight just on the bolt handle. 1.4 ounces. And the shroud, the original shroud on the T3X is 1 ounce. So that's 2.4 ounces just on these two parts here. 2.4 ounces. So that's where a lot of the weight's coming out, with the aluminum shroud and the titanium bolt handle. And then of course, you know, the cutting of the bolt. But that's where a lot of the weight's coming from these two parts here. These two parts at 2.5 ounces. So I highly recommend you know, if you're gonna do a modification, would be changing the bolt handle and the steel, and especially your T3X, your steel bolt shroud. I would definitely swap it out to an aluminum one or titanium. I think they make some titanium too. And if you want to cut it, you know, it would help out a little bit. Not a lot, but it will help out. Once again, with the steel shroud and the original bolt handle and not cut, your old T3X bolt, the way it comes from factory, 11.2 ounces. 11.2 ounces. And now your modified, you know, lightweight handle, aluminum bolt shroud and cut bolt, looking at 9.3 ounces. So that's it. That concludes this video. Just wanted to show that stuff. That's a way to cut. You know, I'm cutting weight on some of these rifles, especially. I mean, you could start, you know, fluting your barrel, changing the stock. The stock makes a big difference also. Just little things like that. I just wanted to make a video mainly on the bottom metal. But since the scale was out, I just was comparing these bolts so you can see the difference, if you think it's worth you spending the money and going through the hassle of swapping these parts out. To take the bolt handle out, it's easy too. I just didn't want to do it, but you just need an Allen wrench to pull on for leverage. But yeah, as you saw, very heavy bolt handle and original shroud on the T3X, very heavy. On the T3, it's plastic. You know, I'm gonna run the metal one, even though it's a lot heavier. I think it's still an upgrade. But when I get the opportunity or chance, I will be swapping this to an aluminum one and swapping out the bolt handle. And with the bottom metals, you saw the difference between the Atlas and the Oregon Mountain Rifle. I really like I'm a big fan of the Oregon Mountain Rifle. But like I said, the Atlas is also a good product. But, you know, the main thing is that release, how this is sticking out this much. You know, there's probably nothing wrong with it, but to me, it's just another thing that could happen. You lose your mag out in the field. So that's it for this video. Thanks a lot. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Is it worth it? Is it not? If you have any questions, let me know. Happy to answer them. If you have any ideas for videos, let me know. Thank you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.